way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. TWT is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. TWT, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
And ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, without further ado, my uncle, Big Tone. Big Tone.
Al Green.
Okay.
I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you want to do.
I'm talking about Tony.
It's alright with me. Cause you make...
Man, that boy can sing. That man can sing, y'all. That man got it, man. I'll have y'all know the lessons is still available. You know, first come, first serve. First come, first serve. I could get you right. Johnny Q, my bro, what's good with it, Johnny? How you feeling, Brody? How you feeling? DP Rocker, what's good, man? Y'all don't all hesitate to let me know what's good at the same time. Know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Slide in my DM. Let me know if y'all need, let me know if y'all need a little bit of lessons, because,
Yeah, go ahead.
Squid, man, he on the road with this, man. Y'all don't have no idea, man. It's that, these lessons have done wonders for my man Squid. You know what I'm saying? What's good with it, D, man? How you feeling? William, old school, my brother. How you feeling, bro? BC, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Y'all don't want these lessons, dog. I know y'all do. You know what I mean? MP, my brother, what's good? MP, sports matchups. D Free, what's good with it? Give me a quick second. I'm fixing something up, man. 88 Sports Talk. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Smash that like button on the way in, man. We gonna cook it again. I'm going a little different angle today with this. Again, we could always discuss the X's and O's of who gonna win and who gonna lose, but I just found something to be very interesting in. Again, this came from a lot of the content that I'm seeing, and not so much just a content creator, just content in general. Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Jelly Bean, salute, fam. Yeah, Johnny, man, let it know. Me, tell a friend to tell a friend. I got them. Know what I'm saying? If they want to be, a world-renowned vocalist, then they got to get with me. You know what I'm saying? They got to get with me. You know what I'm saying? You especially, I know you love the song, especially when Big Tony singing it. I know you love it. See? I know y'all got love. Get him, get him,
Al Green.
Get him.
Okay.
Get him,
So
we know it's Al Green. Get him. Get him.
Oh, whatever you want to do.
I'm talking about Tony.
Get to it.
It's alright with me.
Y'all don't know nothing. Yo, don't hate on it. If y'all need vocals like this, hit me, man. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. I could get you right. Jim, what's good, Jim? How you feeling today, man? Appreciate you stopping through. Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Salute to the queen. How you feeling today? You know what I'm saying, Johnny? They know that. I know a couple of y'all was at least tapping y'all leg a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Tapping y'all feet to that. Don't act like y'all wasn't. Nah, they ain't ready for him. Johnny Rick stupid. Ricky Williams, what's good, bro? I get these copyright shots. Hit them my songs. Salute to my bro. How you? Little humor, man. Just, you know, you never know, man. Somebody might need a laugh. I know a couple of y'all was tapping y'all leg to that or tapping on y'all knee. Don't act like y'all wasn't. I could tell the way y'all typing in this chat that y'all taking a while to tap, you know, to type into the chat because y'all was tapping y'all fingers to it. I know what's going on, bro. You get what I'm saying, D-man? They act like I don't know what's going on, bro. I definitely know what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? The energy is felt. I know y'all feeling that. Just know I'm your guy. If you want to be able to perform, you know, all over the world, you want to have sold out shows all over the world, like Uncle Squid. You know what I mean? You gotta get with me, man. You gotta get with me. But man, salute to everybody, man. Good Tuesday, man. We back again, back on the grind, man. Much love to everybody that pulled up. Y'all know how we do. We ain't here to break the news. We here to have a conversation, man. So let me have a conversation with my family. You know what I'm saying? With my family. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody, man. Much love to everybody in the building. Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh, my Brody. What's good? What's good? Hesitate if y'all need them lessons, bro. Don't do that. Don't do me like that. I'm cheap. I'm affordable. You know what I'm saying? I can get you right. You know what I'm saying? DP Rocker, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. So, you know, I always like to have these conversations with the family, man. Y'all know I love boxing, so I'm always watching things, observing things, and trying to come up, you know, with fresh conversations that not everybody's talking about now. You know, I know this is making the headlines, these fights. And like I said, for me, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. Nike K, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Sub to the channel, smash that like button if you're new. Appreciate you stopping through. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You rocking with Haney. That's what I like to hear. Because you know what? I rock with Haney too. You know what I'm saying? I rock with him too. But see, I'm a different content creator. For me, I'm gonna keep speaking on this. I'm a little different. I truly love the sport, right? So I always want to see it do well. And you know, I had a question. You know, I got a question for y'all. You know, does old media really want Tank Davis versus a Devin Haney like they would put on, or do they want these dudes to lose? You get what I'm saying? Now, the reason I say that is because, you know, we know who old media is by now, and we know what it sound like. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you know, they'll entertain questions over and over and over again amongst these two fighters about fighting each other, knowing damn well they got other obligations lined up. And there's nothing wrong with them looking a bit ahead or peeking into the future. But I don't think that's what they be doing. I think they in place to cause a lot of disruption. And I think that is very important. It's very important. It's very critical for both Devin Haney and Tank Davis to focus on what's in front of them and not what's next. You never count the eggs before they hatch, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like old media has done an excellent job at, you know, keeping a fight between those dudes alive when, you know, we gonna get there when we get there, right? But I think they will want them dudes to lose more so than to fight each other. And if they just so happen, because this follow me for a second, y'all. If they fight each other, right? Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, right? And I know they will want nothing more than one of those, either whether it be Devin Haney or Tank Davis. For them, they don't really probably have a pick on who they want to see lose more, right? Fact remains is they just want to see them lose. And it's like on a personal level. It's not like I'm picking somebody because I think somebody could beat one of the guys. It's not that. They want to see these dudes demise. They want to see these dudes really lose for real. Jarrell Joseph, my bro, what's good with the family? How you feeling? You know, I love it. I love it, man. The press conference, I love it, man. I've been loving the entertainment and the energy from Tony Harrison, man, and TSZYU. It's fun. They giving me some content too. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. No, old media hate the best fighting in prime. They can't monetize it anymore. It's hyperbole that sells. You get see hyperbole that sells. Man, you can talk about it, man. And Rick, I just think at this point, you know, they might want to see a Haney versus Tank, right? They might even want to see that. But I feel like they will want to see them lose both see them both lose even more. And reason I say that is because, you know, I come up with a lot of, you miss Squid and Uncle T, man. Uncle T, man. Uncle T. Salute to my bro Fate, man. Uncle T was in. Know what I'm saying? He put on for the people. Ashley's Corner. What's good, cuz? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. As always, much love to you. Smoke, what's good with the Smoke? How you feeling today, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. So salute to everybody in the building. So right, follow me, man. Follow me. This is just a perspective of mine that I have. I feel like they will want to see these dudes lose even more, which is why, you know, when some of these guys are interviewed, when they finally get an interview from whether it be a Tank Davis or Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, notice they ask them about the current fight that they got lined up, right? They ask them about the current fight that they got lined up, but they'll focus more or just as much on a fight that's not yet even in the makings just yet. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's in that effort to keep these dudes distracted in a sense. It's like a 52 fake out. It's like, I'm gonna ask you about your fight, but I'm gonna really sit up and ask you about this other fight, because they gonna pretend like, yeah, they just want to see these fighters be great and fight each other. No, you really just in a rush to see these dudes lose. That's why y'all want to see a Tank and Haney immediately. That's why you want to see a Tank and Shakur fight immediately. That's why y'all, and we want to see these fights too. Trust me, I want to see them all, right? But follow me for a second. I think old media would much rather see them dudes lose, and they would have it would be like a party for them. Say for some strange reason that, you know, Tank take his eye off the ball. Say Devin Haney take his eye off the ball. That's a two birds with one stone. They could get them both to lose in their very next matches. You know what I mean? With hopes that these dudes not distracted. So every chance I get, I'm gonna ask them about something else that don't matter. You get what I'm saying? Instead of asking them about their fight and what they gonna do there, I want to ask them. Let me ask them about somebody else that they could potentially fight, knowing we ain't even there yet. We not there yet. We peep the play. Y'all want to see these dudes lose, period. You don't care about seeing these dudes excel in the sport. Y'all don't care about that. He'll be back, Fate. You already know. Aisha, salute to the queen. How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through. Y'all smash that like button for me. I got 34 people in the building. Smash that like button. D1, my brother. What's good, D1? How you feeling, bro? No, I'm in here chopping up a perspective that I have, Ash, about you know, I say old media. Eric, salute. What's good? You think the fight going the distance or there's a KO? Salute to Eric, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Smash that like button, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and if you have, welcome to the family, bro. Respectfully, I think it's gonna be a KO. I think the fight can go some rounds. I don't so much suspect the early KO. Reason being, you know, Tank is not the busiest fighter, right? But he's very patient. He's very selective with his punch output, and he make them count. I think ultimately his experience, his IQ, you get what I'm saying, his ability to set traps, the fact that he's more battle tested, those things as the fight wear on will continue to be more of a problem for Ryan. Early, he can be dangerous early, right? Because I feel like, no disrespect to him, I feel like he's a front runner. He got a good 4 to 6 rounds in him, and he's the most dangerous from round 1 to 4 for me. After that, he starts to slow down. Natural fatigue starts to settle in a bit. His technique start to, you know, waver just a bit, and he slow down just enough. You get what I'm saying? And everybody keep asking about this left hook. I just think the fact that y'all only alluding to a couple of things that can possibly get a win for this guy is reasons like that why I can't root for him beating him. Not saying he's gonna beat him. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Eric, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate everybody in the building. To be honest, I feel as though they don't want it. Man, right. So look, Ash, you know what I mean? On one end, right? On one token, it's like they make it seem like they want to see this fight between these two dogs, right? Between these two kings. But in doing so, if they were to fight, in their very next fights, after they get their business squared away, say Haney beat Loma, Tank beat Ryan, right? They fight each other next. Of course, they would want to see that because that would more than likely guarantee that one of them would lose. But what better way to for them both to lose their very next upcoming bouts because for some odd reason maybe they not focused. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that be the play. Y'all want to keep these fighters talking about things that are not in play right now. Not saying you can't peek ahead, but I see the intent. Y'all rather these dudes beat each other immediately. Y'all rather see them all fight now so they could knock each other off. You know what I'm saying? And now I firmly believe, I understand thoroughly why people say, you know what, they're not in a rush to see them fight. They rather clean out everybody else and then meet in the middle. I get that train of thought. I truly understand it. Today, I understand it. I get it, man. I really do. Planning out these fights. You know what I'm saying? Jay Wash, salute fam. How you feeling? Oh, Johnson, salute family. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, man. This is a perspective of mine that I had, y'all. Like, I feel like they would want nothing more than to see these kings lose. But like I said, one against one would only mean that one of them going to lose. They would make no mistake about it. If old media had it their way, Devin Haney would get beat by Lomachenko and Tank would get knocked out by Ryan Garcia. Don't let them fool you. They would want nothing more than to see them dudes both get knocked off in their respective next bouts if they had it their way. Which is why they spend so much time talking about, you know, another fight that's not yet lined up than the one that they should be talking about, because they act like they just want to see the best. No, y'all want these young kings to knock each other off. You get what I'm saying? So y'all could continue to slight these fighters. Old media is so weird. They don't know if they want to say Devin Haney has a chance against, you know, Loma or not. They don't know if they want to go with the narrative that Loma lost a step and he getting old. They don't know which way they want to play it, to be honest. It's amazing to see how they jump side to side, ship to ship, but none of this stuff is never in an effort to big up the other fighter. You get what I'm saying? They focus too heavily on one side. Now, and the reason why I'm focusing on old media today, because I feel like old media is anybody that's giving biased assessments, one-sided assessments. Listen, I'm going to say this all the time. All these conversations I have, it'll never be in an effort to protect the fighter, right? Because they have a team, they have a left and a right hand. They can fight. They don't need JusDue to protect them, right? But at the same time, the integrity of the sport needs to be protected. These old media people giving like wild assessments, like, look, I ain't never seen so many people making videos giving 5 reasons why Ryan beat Tank, explaining video after video how he can beat him. Like, y'all have got to be kidding me, yo. And these are retired fighters, guys that used to fight. It's not, I don't have a problem with people's opinion. It's not so much the opinion. It's the incomplete assessment. It's how are y'all feeling comfortable with y'all sitting up there giving detailed explanations as to how Ryan Garcia can beat Tank? If he just keep the fight in the center of the ring, if he can do this, if he can just, you know, do this to Tank and avoid his pie. Yo, y'all got to be kidding me. Are y'all crazy? Y'all all rooting for this man to lose. Y'all all making videos talking about 5 reasons why he won't win. Like, yo, I ain't never seen nothing like this, yo. I seen at least a handful of videos. Easy, y'all. And I will gladly pull them up just to highlight a demonstration of what I'm talking about. How many people want to see that man lose. It's not about boxing, bro. It's not about boxing with old media. It's about not having a complexion for the protection. Think about what I'm talking about right here. Think about think about the 4 fighters that I mentioned. Think about the 2 fights that I'm speaking of. You got Lomachenko, you got Devin Haney, you got Ryan Garcia, you got Tank Davis. It's not hard to read between the lines, bro. They will want nothing more for them dudes to get in there and get their ass beat in their next fight, so they continue to talk crazy and slight these dudes. I ain't never seen no undisputed fighter get slighted the way Devin Haney do. That's why I say at the end of the day, I'm not confused, bro. I'm in support of all these dudes. And when they fight, I'm going to be a fly on the wall. Boxing going to win, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of watching these dudes fight each other. But I'm not a part of the confusion. You can't get me to focus on stuff that don't matter. You know, you get what I'm saying? So I know what it is with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right. You get what I'm saying? Why not put them in there together to read? But see, the thing is with that, Smoke, then they get some satisfaction, but it'll be one-sided. But what better way? Both of those guys get in their separate bouts. Don't even get to each other yet, and they both lose. They'll love it. They'll love it, bro. Nah. See, I'm just assessing in general, like what I'm seeing from the boxing world. I'm seeing a lot of videos with 5 reasons why Ryan beats Tank, and you know what I mean. Then I'm seeing videos where people don't know if they want to, you know, say Haney don't have a chance. Some people say Loma don't have a chance. Old media don't know if they want to try to say, well, he's getting older. The war took something out of him. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. I feel like personally, they just want these dudes to lose. So as it pertains to Tank and Devin, they pretend they give interviews. They ask questions that would make you think that they are more interested in seeing this fight because they want to see the best fight the best. When in reality, what I'm saying is I see through that. I think it's BS. I think they just want to see these dudes lose. And if the faster they can get them in the ring, the faster they can guarantee one of these dudes losing to the other. Because as it stands, every test that y'all put in front of these young kings, say what you want, they pass with flying colors and they beat a lot of ass. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like they're in a rush to see people lose, not so much see the best fight the best. We want to see the best fight the best exactly when it makes sense, right? That's what we want. But we know why they want to see it. I'm saying, you know, I feel like they want to see it because they want to see these dudes lose for real. You get what I'm saying? So Ash, what I'm saying is they'll ask Tank, yes, you know, they'll ask him about Ryan Garcia. They'll ask Haney about Loma. But they'll also ask Tank about Devin about Tank. You know what I mean? With trying to, you know, with an effort to kind of take the focus off what it need to be on. They have fights lined up. They will get there when they get there, bro. Stop trying to force feed it because y'all are in a rush to see these dudes lose. And I know y'all are. Y'all not rooting for these dudes. You got ESPN writers coming out admitting that they got instructed not to write anything positive about Tank Davis. That's not good for boxing. That's not so much about protecting Tank. That's the integrity of the sport right there. What part of the game is that, bro? Now, I can understand if you instructed not to speak about somebody, but to be instructed about, no, when you say things, you can say stuff, just nothing could be positive. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That type of stuff should make people mad. But these dudes got jobs and followings, and they pay haters, bro. They pay haters. They hate on the young kings that display their talent on a high level. The most successful fighters in our sport, they slight them. And they got followings and they get paid big money to hate on the talent that they say they love. Come on, man. And the sport that they say they love. But they hating on the biggest talents in the sport. It's disgusting, bro. Man, facts, Jim. You know what it is, bro. And I don't even play that card, but that's what it is. I'm tired of saying it. We know y'all want these kings to lose. We know y'all like when we sit up here and argue about more than who gonna win. Yeah, we know y'all like when we argue. Well, not so much we meaning us in here, but we know when y'all like the arguments about money and who's the man because they got belts, or who's the man because they got more money, or who's the man because they sell more. Man, they all the man, like I said before, because they at the top of their profession and they performing at the elite level. And they're very successful doing it, all of them. But they'll have you feel like you got to pick. You ain't got to pick nothing. You can rock with all these dudes. I'm here to change that entire narrative. And I stole this from Ash, and I'm going to always say this. We don't pick sides. We pick winners. Old media have you thinking you have to pick a side when, in fact, you're just picking the athlete that you feel like is going to beat the other one. Don't mean you don't support that athlete. Don't mean you don't rock with them. You get what I'm saying? That narrative is shot down, shooting it down. We support our fighters through and through, bro, despite who we think a win, lose, or draw. We ain't never, most of us, and especially as it pertains to any of our fighters, man, we keep it. I say we keep it a buck across the board when it comes to the way we rock with our fighters. You get what I'm saying? But they'll cause this confusion and have you feeling like you got to pick a side rather than just pick the guy that you think gonna win. You know what I'm saying? They want your arguments to be about everything but the X's and O's, all the petty stuff. Who's the man? Who's ranked higher? Who get paid more money? Who got more belts? Obvious surface level shit anyway. We don't even need that. We know that stuff is obvious, bro. You get what I'm saying? Lose, right. But what better way than to distract them? And hopefully, you know what I mean, they ain't got their eye on the ball on the fight that's right there in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Right. You get what I'm saying? How many of y'all know? Y'all know without a doubt, old media would love nothing more than to see Lomachenko become undisputed, and by beating an undefeated Devin Haney at the top of his game right now. They love nothing more for that. Not for the betterment of the sport, so they continue to push their narratives. So they don't look bad at the end of the day when that young man Devin Haney go in there May 20th and beat Lomachenko up. They would rather it be the other way. So all that stuff that they push, all that propaganda, all that manufacturing of greatness that they did for Lomachenko, they could have a leg to stand on because they could say, see, I told you he was this. See, I told you he was that. See, I told you Devin Haney wasn't this. See, I told you Devin Haney wasn't that. Nah, we ain't going, bro. We see the play, and I'm calling it how I see it, bro. I see what y'all on, and I ain't on it. I can't wait to Dev scout Loma. It's nothing personal with him, but I see the propaganda. I see how y'all trying to spin it and push it, try to make this man look like less than. I ain't never seen no undisputed champion get slighted the way Devin Haney gets slighted and the way CHARLO gets slighted. Just tell me when I'm lying. These people are bogus, bro. They bogus. They don't want to see what's best for the sport. I mean, man, they don't want to see the betterment of the sport, man. Big fight one do sign with BLK Prime. Hey, man. Hey, facts, bro. They're best to keep them. You get what I'm saying, Will? And now they mad. He's there, bro. Ain't nothing y'all could do about it. He there. He kicked that door down. He took a crap deal 2 times in a row, 24 rounds of pure excellence, of black excellence. And y'all mad at it. Nah, he is winning. Tank is winning. They're winning, bro. They get there when they get there. They got business to take care of. Then they could worry about each other. Because I'm going to play a clip in a minute where Devin Haney said he'd be looking to fight the winner out of Tank and Ryan. Because I know a lot of time we focus on what the fighters say. So we're going to play that clip in a minute. You know what I'm saying? These people, man, they just want our fighters to lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? For us, it is Smoke. You get what I'm saying? For us, it's about 2 boxers. You know what I mean? The best fighting the best. Wanting to see whoever made the best man win. We really feel like that regardless of who we rooting for. These people will have you thinking different, man. Like you can't support all these dudes because you think one to beat the other. That's where I'm at with it. Nah, that don't mean we don't support the other. That just mean we think that guy might beat him. That's all. You know what I mean? Trying to beat Tank and they want Loma to beat Haney. Right. That's a fact. Oh, and that's where I'm going. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's a fact. That's what they want. And I'm saying, listen, it's not about people's opinions. It's when you can see through and it's an agenda behind it. It's an agenda behind it. You get what I'm saying? Right. Putting up clinch counts and stuff. The man pitching a shutout, but the only thing y'all could think about is putting up a clinch count, trying to find a way to discredit the man. Man, knock it off, man. I know what I see. I know what I'm saying, and I know what I see. Yeah. I'm telling you, facts, Will. They praying that it work, yo. They praying, man. You get what I'm saying? Right. They want to see that man down on his back, bro. They don't want to see that man doing well. Kirk Douglas, my bro. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Right. They said that boxer's mind. Salute, family. Appreciate you. That makes Shakur versus win Loma, and they'll make Tank versus Shakur. They want to see these dudes lose. Facts. And we, again, it's nothing wrong with wanting to see the fights, right? Because we want to see the fights. You know what I mean? Nah, I love that. I love that. I love that quote right there. My bro Jim putting that color in the chat. Much love, much appreciation for that support, bro. Much.
And we ain't
love.
never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Flawless mentality, Dr. Mark. Salute, OG. How you feeling? You get what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? You feel where I'm going? Food for thought. Salute, fam. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Daryl, what's good with it, family? Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, bro? Talaria Films. Appreciate you stopping through. What do you mean by old media? ABS, CBS? They don't cover boxing. So why would I be talking about entities that don't cover boxing? Respectfully, like I mean, if you need some clarity as to who I'm referring to, you could say that. But why would I be referring to entities that don't speak boxing? That would be stupid, wouldn't it? Flossy Sports TV, my Brody, what's good with it, Flossy? How you feeling today, man? Appreciate you stopping through, bro. But they'll never talk about the excuses Loma made after he lost to T.O. Yeah, man, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So if there's anybody confused as to who old media is, I highlight it. You get what I'm saying? I feel like we all pretty much on point. We know who the old media people are. There's anybody that's speaking on boxing in an effort to push either a false narrative or agenda to suit their talking points in the argument or the propaganda that they push for years. You get what I'm saying? People are entitled to their opinions. It's not about their opinion. It's about the irresponsible assessment within their opinion on the sport. Like I said, you got people making video after video, and these are fighters. These are older fighters. They're part of old media. You get what I'm saying? In my eyes, and they pushing propaganda. These guys are, you know, highlighting ways that a fighter could lose instead of just hoping that the best man win. These dudes got video after video of how to see somebody lose. It's crazy to me. Athletic Mind, salute, Brody. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Right. 88. Right, Will. And still TV, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. So again, man, I just question people's intent sometimes within the sport, man. Like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to see the best fight the best, but I think intent matters. I think real boxing fans want to see the best fight the best because we spend our money. You get what I'm saying? And that's what we want to see. We want to see 50-50 type matchups. Whereas you got these guys, they want to see these fights because they want to see people lose. You get what I'm saying? Because they rooting against the success of young successful athletes in the sport that these people claim to love. They don't represent it to the best. You know what I mean? They don't represent the sport in a good way, in my opinion, when you misleading the people, man. You get what I'm saying? You got these false narratives and these biased perspectives on how fights gonna play out because you want to see a guy lose. You know what I'm saying? And you can see right through the assessment, right through these people's opinions. It's deeper than their opinion. It's the irresponsibility that lies within that opinion. You get what I'm saying? These people don't care about seeing the best fight the best. They just care about seeing certain fighters lose. You root for who you want to root for. That'll never be the issue. The issue is never you rooting for who you want to root for. The issue is the intent in which you're rooting for the guy that you're rooting for. You got people calling this man all types of POSs and some more stuff just for something that they think. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me, I'm gonna use my voice to speak on boxing the right way, man. And that's what I strive to do every day. That's how I get to these conversations. I don't feel like, you know, I'm doper than the next man, but at the end of the day, I get stuff out of these interviews that people don't get. I see more narrative pushing. I see more biased commentary. I see, you know, just misleading the general boxing public. You get what I'm saying? In an effort to root for one guy because you salty about the success of another, when if you participated in this sport, especially at the level that a lot of these fighters did, you would think they would have a different outlook and a different respect for what these young dudes are doing, instead of, you know, making assessments that suit whatever narrative that they want to push. You get what I'm saying? So I'm against it. I'm against false narratives. I'm gonna always be against it. I'm gonna always call it out because it's annoying in the sport, and it's what makes it damages the integrity of the sport. Like I always say, Josh, my bro, appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, bro? It's all about paying it forward, man. Bigging the next man up. I just don't hear that enough. Mr. Mechanical, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. As your moment, Tank's power and skills or media would talk about him nonstop, and yet the only time they talk about Tank is when they have something bad to say. Man, that's all I'm saying, bro. You get what I'm saying? Let's show the participants of the sport that people claim to love more. Show them more love and more appreciation for what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? Stop trying to find a way or take every opportunity when you get it to slight a fighter that's young and probably doing something that you can't be doing. Like I was having this conversation before when I brought up the you know, some of the stuff Bernard was saying and some of the critiques he had of Devin Haney, and people make it like, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with Bernard said. It's not about what he said, it's how he's saying it. You get what I'm saying? With the lack of awareness that he's speaking on. Like, you can only highlight negative things in Devin Haney's career. Like, what is there really negative to point at? You don't have to love the way he fight. You don't gotta love his style, but is it effective? Is he winning? Is he displaying boxing at the highest level when he step into the ring? Do we got a hit and not get hit kind of style? Ain't that the name of the game? Ain't the less you get hit, the longer you last? Why are those some of the things that you fail to mention when assessing and speaking on him? Then it's no wonder that his father take it as a slight to him, because that's exactly what it is, bro. Like it there. And then when he say, you know, when you was in 23 years old, you was in prison, that's not to try to play you, but that's a reality pill, bro. Since you forget that you to mention certain things or put it in perspective how successful he's been at such an early age, you fail to do that. You missed the mark on that. So what he does is he put things in perspective for you. Since you failed to give my son the respect that he should have earned by accomplishing what he accomplished at 23 years old, I'll remind you that when you was that age, you wasn't nowhere near where he was at, because you was, you know, in an unfortunate situation, like I said. But you get what I'm saying? That's where you was at. So you should know what he accomplished is nothing short of amazing, bro. It is. We could sit here when we go in depth and you talk about the road that he had to travel to get there. That's another conversation. But at the root of everything, the man did what he was supposed to do to get the belts that he said he wanted. How could you knock him for that? This is not about protecting Devin Haney. This is about putting things in perspective and why people feel the way they feel when people have their opinion. It's not so much their opinion. It's the incomplete assessment that these people make when they speaking on these fighters. They only got negative. If the only thing you got to draw from Devin Haney winning 2 fights against Kambosos is, he's a C-level fighter, this. It was only Australia, that. That don't mean that. It's like, bro, you start to sound like a hater, because where is the, not even the praise, but where is the just due? Where is the just due in the way you assess him as a young 23-year-old, 24-year-old, I think he might be now, undisputed champion? Where is it at, bro? That's all people saying. Where is that at? You ain't gotta love him. You ain't gotta love a man to be able to give him his respect, bro. You participated in the sport. You know how hard it is to achieve what he's achieved. To do it that early in his career and still got, you know what I mean, a lengthy career ahead of him. Come on, man. It's dope. That's dope. That's how you want fighters to move, bro. That's how you want them to move. Roger, what's good with it, fam? Now you think Ryan gonna be scared tomorrow? I say he might have some flashbacks of that chain getting tugged on. BVO, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you sliding through. Ryan Chain Day, Tank, great fighter, and glad he's in the sport. He went from sparring partner to star. Man, talk about it, man. The sport is in a good place if you're paying attention, you know? The more you get hit, the longer you long. Yo, fool. Salute to everybody in the building. Yeah, punch that like button. We gonna keep cooking for a minute. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that perspective with y'all. And like I said, my question to the fan was, you know, do old media really want to Tank Davis versus Devin Haney as much as they want these dudes to lose? And I think it's the latter. I think they want these dudes to lose more than they want to see them fight each other. But imagine Ryan don't show up. Say finna exchange tomorrow. If he don't show up, that'd be crazy. As with Devin B. Sloman, they would say Loma's old and his skills are declining. They will have every excuse they could think of instead of giving Dev his praise and giving him his just due. And that's a fact. Well, let me find something real quick. Let me find something. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah, there's something Max Kellerman had to say right here.
It's better than he's ever looked. And Devin Haney has, as you mentioned, not just that age advantage, but the size and the length. And yes, Devin, people are already saying, well, Lomachenko's not what he was. And then you don't get as much credit, Devin, as had you beaten him several years ago when you were campaigning for that fight. All that's true, and the world is an unfair place. It's better than he's ever looked. And Devin Haney has, as you mentioned, not just that age advantage, but the size and the length. And yes, Devin, people are already saying, well, Lomachenko's not what he was. And then you don't get as much credit, Devin, as had you beaten him several years ago when you were campaigning for that fight. All that's true, and the world is an unfair place. It's better than he's ever looked.
Now, Devin Haney has, as you mentioned, you hear how crazy that is? They already trying to set the table, and that's why I said, media don't know which direction they really want to. They don't know which one of their false narratives they want to spin as to why Lomachenko could potentially lose this fight. They already trying to set the table for excuse and not trying to say he's not what he once was, and Devin Haney's looking better than he ever looked, and nah, bro, we not going, bro. We are not going. Y'all not about to do that because I see what y'all doing, bro. Y'all finding a way. Y'all already trying to find a way to try to say, he wasn't what he once was. That's why Dad beat. Nah, bro. Don't try that. Don't try that, Mr. Pound for pound. Number 3, whatever he was, people had him on their list across the board. Knock it off. I'm not trying to hear it. Nah, bro. Don't try that. We see what y'all doing. We peep the play, and we ain't going, man. I'm calling it out already. They're trying to find a way to take credit from that man before they even get in the ring. That's Max Kellerman, Ash. Max Kellerman. Another paid hater. A paid hater. You know what I'm saying? Makes it that much worse. Right. Facts, BC. They hate it, bro. They hate it. You get what I'm saying? They hate that, man. No, right. You getting all the credit, bro. Every bit of it. Every bit. Built-in excuses. Salute to my baby girl, my queen. How you feeling? If you think right, Will, right. All that hating, man. You not, yeah. Right. He always, right. We on him, man. We on him, Mr. Mechanical. He always irresponsible with what he say. Don't try that, bro. We are not going for the excuses. Especially if he win. He's gonna get in there, he gonna get the credit you would have gave anybody else for beating him. You're gonna get the same credit y'all gave Teofimo for beating him, if not more. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and get it done, Dev. They rooting against you. They hoping that you fumble and fall, man. Go in there and prove them wrong again. Continue to prove these dudes wrong and continue to prove why you one of the top dogs in the sport, man. That's just what it is. Now, regardless of how tough the fights will get for you as you step up in competition or move up in weight, it's all good. That's part of being great. Is you're gonna be tested just to see how great you are, and that's what Devin Haney seemed like he want anyway. So again, right now as it stands, all these dudes at the top of their game, and that's just what it is. So they could like it, love it, hate it, whatever. Try to slight it. The fact remains, the man's still doing this thing, and ain't a damn thing they could do about it. You know what I'm saying? But keep trying to find guys that they think could upset him or beat him. You know what I'm saying? So good luck with that. And the Manny versus Ben fight is possible. Right, bro. And that's disgusting. Like I was hitting on that a little bit yesterday, Fate. Like they crazy with that. I mean, they crazy with that. I feel like you're rewarding a cheater with a lucrative fight. You know what I'm saying? You're not even getting them a slap on the wrist. You just giving them a whole G pass. And not only that, you're entertaining a lucrative fight with Manny Pacquiao. It's just disgusting to the sport. Like, again, the WBC continues to undermine the integrity of the sport and the fans alike, bro. And it stink, bro. It's unfortunate, but that's where we at in the sport, man. That's where we at. But I'm gonna play this clip from Devin Haney too, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button.
Already that we will see you here soon.
So how the hell you gonna tell us Loma greater than Ali, better than Roy Jones, Hagler, but if Devin Haney beat him, he old. Oh yeah, and don't forget this too, 88. Picking him, saying that he would have beat Pretty Boy Floyd in his prime. That too. Don't ever forget they said that too. All of that, all of those things. But all of a sudden, when he get in there with the young, hungry, undisputed champion, he old. Nah, bro. We ain't going. He wasn't old against Jermaine Ortiz. He wasn't old against Richard Comey. He wasn't old against, Nakatani. We don't want to hear that, bro. We don't want to hear it, and we not giving him an out. And salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button for me. We're going to get through this. This is Devin Haney being interviewed by Radio Raheem, and he has some interesting things to say.
Undisputed against
903 Boxing. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro?
Right now, that's the goal
through.
For the fight to be here. But we don't know yet. It's not set in stone yet, but we'll know soon.
I know this is a fight that you've wanted for a long time. You probably imagined it happening a dozen different ways, but did it ever occur to you that it might be in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on a global stage such as this?
Right,
it never occurred to me that it would happen like this, but you know, it's still we don't know. It's still up in the air, but I hope that it does, and I'm all for it.
Well, the whole world is watching this week, and all of us in boxing are getting to see what skill, challenge, entertainment is bringing to the sport of boxing. Prince Khalid's vision for the sport and the kind of production and global stage it's on. You've been all around the world in boxing. You've been with the best of the best, and now you are one of the best of the best. What does this look like to you as a fighter?
All facts, bros.
Oh, this looks
all
amazing.
Facts. Y'all smash that like button.
A huge stage for me, for any fighter. And hopefully I will be fighting here next.
When it comes to the kind of improvements that you've made, the kind of growth you've made as a fighter, what is Lomachenko, assuming that fight does get made, what is he going to be facing across the ring that maybe he should have taken this fight earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I told him a long time ago that, fight me now because it's only going to get worse. And right now it's, I'm just a different breed of a fighter right now. I'm just a much more mature fighter than I was when I was calling him out. Years ago, even though I still think I would have won. But now I want to show how many levels I am above him at this time in my career.
Now, you famously went to Australia twice.
Let me stop that real quick. I can call it. Like I said, whether anyone likes it or not. No, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's what we do very well. And I appreciate your honesty and understanding where I'm coming from. Jerry Tasker, salute, fam. Say who is old media. Not just white people. Anybody that's pushing false narratives in the sport and do media with the attempt to either push narratives, propaganda, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. That's old media. And unfortunately some of those people are guys that used to participate in this sport at the highest level. You get what I'm saying? And they are, like I said, I never seen so many videos with fighters giving out full detailed explanations and damn near game plans, if you will, on how Ryan could beat Tank. It's crazy to me that people are doing that. I ain't heard. I think I might have seen one where somebody was saying it the other way around. Like I ain't never seen nothing like it. And I just feel like that's with a weird intent behind it. You get what I'm saying? That's not boxing to me. I think that's old media stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to finish playing.
And you famously went to Australia twice to face a man in his backyard, even for the rematch after you had won. And the fighters of your era right now are not really making a great name for themselves of being willing to take the challenge when the fight is available and put themselves, against the odds by going to a guy's backyard. What makes you different?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a different type of fighter. I'm a throwback fighter. I'm willing to fight the best fighters in the world, wherever, whenever.
Real pause. What did Errol Spence do? What did Errol Spence do? When he went over to Sheffield, England, what did he do? Who backyard was that? Because of damn Spence, last time I checked, he ain't from Sheffield. What are they talking about? See what I say? See what I mean? When I say old media, look. Old media is trying to pit boxers up against each other. They compete in the same sport. Why do you have to try to big up one group of fighters to slight the next? Big up the old generation to slight the newer generation. Like, get out of here. That's what old media is to me. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Because people are willing to travel and take tough fights. What are you talking about, goofy man? Like I said, where did Errol Spence go when he found himself in Sheffield, England, fighting Kell Brook? Because he damn sure ain't from Sheffield. But they guys are willing to go in guys' backyards. And salute to Devin Haney for being one of the more recent guys to do it. But Spence also did that to take somebody's belt. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Guys ain't willing to trap. Man, shut up. Y'all always doing that. That's weak. Let's just focus, learn to appreciate the new generation for what it is. The difference that people fail to mention a lot of times when they speak on the generation of old and the generation of new, like the business side of things is so much more a factor now than it ever was in boxing. You ain't have dudes being divas really back then in the day and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Opportunities came differently. These dudes nowadays got so many different avenues to make money outside the sport that some of them could kind of play with the sport or take it for granted. Get what I'm saying? But that's not everybody's case. You got some real dogs in the sport of the boxing today. Learn to appreciate that, bro. I just don't hear that from these dudes, and it's annoying to me. I can't control how nobody think, and I don't want to. I don't want to control what nobody say, and I don't want to. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, where is the responsible journalism? All this pitting the generations against the old. They all boxers, bro. They all serve a purpose, bro. The boxers back in the day put on back in the day in the time that they fought. They did. The boxers of today are putting on now because this is the era that they grew up in, bro. They missed me with all that. The fighters of yesterday, shut up, bro. The fighters of today be putting on. If y'all just learn to pay attention and stop slighting these fighters because they did better than what y'all idols did or doing things that y'all are making money that y'all idols didn't make. So y'all come off as salty when y'all speak of the newer generation. I'm tired of that. Don't watch boxing if you got that much to say bad about it. Don't watch it. What do you watch it for? Because you can't turn back the hands of time and see none of them old dudes fight no more. Boxing continues, bro. It's actually in a great space if people learn to pay attention. Stop trying to put generations up against each other. That's stupid. That's dumb, man. Boxing's in a good space, man. These new generation fighters putting on. Yeah, we got some diva activity going on, but boxing ain't never going to be perfect. It's one of the most imperfect sports that we got, man. You got to love it, though. You got to love it. You know what I'm saying? Loman passed the torch. Yeah, he never had it. Salito, Tiafimo, facts, 88. You get what I'm saying? Not the real man. Facts 903. You feel me, bro? Feel me? Travis, you get what I'm saying? What is he talking about? Radio? You supposed to know this stuff. But you do know this stuff, but y'all don't mention it because it won't suit a narrative that you're going to push or you have pushed in the past. Y'all want to be stuck on fighters of yesterday was so much better than fighters of today. Shut up. Shut up. They all serve a purpose. These dudes participate in the sport now. Now. You can't keep talking about dudes of yesterday. We ain't trying to hear that, bro. Just give these dudes their credit for what they do now. Imagine that, yo. Fighters need to start getting on these dudes' ass for doing that, yo. Did you just slight my generation? Like, stop being cool with it. Stop being cool with them slighting the generation because everybody ain't ducking. Everybody ain't unwilling to fight the best. Miss that. That's a false narrative, bro. False narrative. Y'all know damn well, especially when it pertains to fighters of today, the business of getting away quick because everybody trying to line their pockets, man. Everybody trying to line their pockets. Gary Wilson's third pro fight, quickest fighter to win world titles, division in history of boxing. That's cool. I don't know what that. I mean, that's irrelevant to what we speaking on right now. Because as well as he is that, Devin Haney is the fastest to become undisputed. You know what I'm saying? The youngest to become undisputed. So they both got some history. I don't know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a slight to Loma. You get what I'm saying? This ain't a slight to Loma. See, I think you came in the wrong part. You must think that we in here slighting Lomachenko. Nah, we shoot down false narratives, propaganda. You know what I mean? Biased commentary, inaccurate assessments. This is where I'm going with it. I think you must have missed a big part of this conversation, bro. It's not in the effort to slight Loma. If you know anything about JusDue, Jerry, you'll know I don't tear fighters down. So Loma is not being tore down, and it's not really so much about Loma. It's the propaganda surrounding Loma. You get what I'm saying? It's look how you bigging him up right there, right? He's the quickest to win 3 world titles, right? But that same guy that you're bigging up is the guy that they're trying to say is old now. They already trying to set the table for if Devin Haney beat him so they could find a way not to give him his proper credit. So I want people to keep the same energy like you, Jerry. I want y'all to tell me what all his accolades and how great he is. Because when he lose, remember how great he was. If he was all this and all of that, when Devin Haney scalp him, remember, he got to be that great now. Because he beat the same guy that people keep drumming in our heads is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Loma is a damn good fighter, but I'm going to say this, and I'm going to always say it, and I'm going to stand on it. He is not, and I repeat, he is not the guy that they sold as he was. Do that mean he's not a damn good fighter? Absolutely not. But it damn sure mean he's not the guy that they sold and manufactured him to be. This is a guy they put in the same conversation as Ali. The dude didn't even have 10 fights. Y'all telling me that ain't no propaganda? You don't think of Ali when you watch Lomachenko, bro. Don't nobody see no goddamn Ali. You don't even think like that. That little ass man. You comparing that man to the greatness of a heavyweight that stood for way more than boxing. What is we talking about? That's the shit that be pissing me off. That's propaganda, bro. That's weird shit. That's manufacturing greatness. The man ain't even have to prove nothing, but y'all putting him in a conversation of Ali, saying he'd beat Pretty Boy Floyd and some more stuff. Man, these people be talking crazy when it comes to Lomachenko. I ain't buying none of that. Do that mean he not good? No, he's damn good, but he ain't as good as what they're telling us. But I damn sure ain't gonna say he ain't good. He's a formidable opponent. He is nobody to sleep on. Guarantee you he gonna give Devin Haney all he can handle. But I'm expecting a young king to figure it out. That's what I'm expecting. Get what I'm saying? That's propaganda, bro. How the hell a dude, he don't even got 20 fights to this day right now. And look at the conversations that they done had. Look at the same conversation that they put Loma in. Ali, that's disrespectful to that man's legacy. It ain't nothing personal with Loma. He's not that great. Not on that level. Don't dare compare him to that. It's totally different, bro. A heavyweight. You talking about a heavyweight. Man, one of the absolute best. The GOAT himself. You got to be kidding me, man. That's propaganda at its best, bro. That's what people do. Push their little propaganda. He's so great. All right. When he get beat, I want to have people have that same energy for Devin Haney and tell me how great Dev is when he beat him. Because I'm standing on that. If I'm wrong, I got a channel. I'll be right here to say when they fought, I was wrong. And it's cool because I don't hate on Loma. I don't dislike him. What I don't like is the manufacturing of greatness. We know greatness when we watching it. We're not saying he ain't getting there and do some things great within the sport. You get what I'm saying? But he's also been awarded and afforded opportunities that no other fighter has as well. How many people do you know getting a title shot? What was it, his second fight? Come on, man. People don't be getting no title shots that early. Of course, he'd be the fastest when you putting him right in position to do so. He had more than enough time to get right. He turned pro at 26. These people are crazy and still ain't got 20 fights. He's so damn great. And he lost twice already. Imagine Devin Haney losing 2 times before getting 20 fights. They'd be telling us he garbage, let alone putting him anywhere near a pound-for-pound list. This man undisputed, and they still don't want to give him his credit. But we got to keep focusing on what Loma did in them little ass, the smaller weight classes. Well, we going to see what you do and when you get in there with a guy that you call the heavyweight. This guy, man, that fake greatness stuff, that kills me, man. I don't care about no accolades. I don't care about no accolades. Now, what's Lomachenko best win? Tell me Lomachenko best win. Somebody tell me Lomachenko best win in here. Tell me the man best win. That's going to tell you how great he is. Not no damn belts. That shit is manufactured, bro. That's the top rank way. Top rank put him in position to be successful. Now, he took advantage of the opportunities when he was given them because he's a damn good fighter, like I stated from the start. But don't give me that. Don't give me how great he is when he ain't even proved it. The man had less than 10 fights. They was comparing him to Ali. I don't think that's propaganda. What is it then? Because it damn sure ain't the truth. That's manufactured greatness. That's what that is. Now, that's not what Haney is. At 23 years old, name another undisputed champion. That is greatness, bro. It's nothing manufactured about it. Nothing manufactured about it. Nothing manufactured about it. They still won't get a man his credit. He undisputed, but people still talking about the titles Loma won that he don't got no more. That's what lets you know people let go because he ain't got them no more. He ain't got them titles. He got an opportunity May 20th, if that's the date, to get them titles back. And let's see if he really get them. I'm not knocking Loma, but that don't feed me that garbage about how great he is. Name his best win. Name him. Who's the best guy the man beat? Gary Russell? When he really got knocked down by Gary Russell and it awarded him the points for the knockdown, would have probably been a draw. Not that Gary Russell, right? People don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me when I'm lying. Go watch that fight. He dropped Loma. Clean. It was a knockdown. They didn't give him no credit for it. I know what manufacturing is when I'm watching it. Do that mean the fighter's not great? Do that mean the fighter's not damn good? No. Loma's a damn good fighter. He took advantage of most of the opportunities that was presented to him. He got 2 losses, but in putting those in perspective, he don't even got 20 fights. And tell me his best wins. Tell me him. What's the greatest fighter he beat? Get what I'm saying? That shit is manufactured. I know manufactured when I see it. The man ain't even had 10 fights. He's in the same breath as Muhammad Ali. Yeah, okay. Okay. Nike Cade, I don't care about his gold medals, bro. I don't care about his gold medals. I don't care about his gold medals. I only care. I'm talking about the pros. The gold medals don't, you know, I respect him for his gold medals, but I'm talking about pros. Pros. I ain't speak on none he did as a Olympian, even though he did his thing, even though he was a grown man beating up kids for that second medal, but somehow people ain't gonna talk about that, which is why he turned pro at 26. Because he wanted to stay in the Olympics and beat up teenagers and kids. That's what he wanted to do. We really want to be honest. So I don't care about the 400 amateur fights. I don't care about none of that. All I know is the guy that they sold that's so super great is not the level of great that they said he is. And that does not mean he's not a damn good fighter, because he is. I don't hate Loma. I don't dislike Loma. I dislike the manufactured greatness, the propaganda surrounding him. I just put things in perspective, but people are moved the goalposts. Listen to what I'm saying. The guy didn't have 10 fights and they put him in the same conversation as Muhammad Ali and Pretty Boy Floyd. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That's manufactured. That's not nothing personal. Loma is doing what Loma is supposed to do. Train, show up, fight. Most of the time he went. And he looked damn good doing it because he can fight. But I know manufactured greatness when I see it, bro. They ain't even allow the man to prove it to us. Don't force feed it down our throats. We know he can fight his ass off. We see what he can do. You will never hear me tell y'all Loma can't fight or he trash. I ain't no fool like that. I don't tear down fighters. I'm attacking the people that push the propaganda. Know what I'm saying? I say this all the time. People be full of it, bro. Meanwhile, you got undisputed champions that can't even sniff a pound for pound list because he don't have the complexion that they want him to have. Jamel Charlo undeniably had one of the best runs to becoming undisputed. He fought everybody he was supposed to fight on his way there. Even avenged the loss and the draw in the process. They still had a problem trying to put him on a pound for pound list. They got to beg for validation when they're proving it. They got to beg for it when they're proving it. They prove it. Loma's still chasing undisputed. Jamel Charlo and Devin Haney are both that. He's still chasing it. I want the belts. What he want, Devin Haney already has, and he's 23. Loma wasn't even a professional fighter by then. Think about that. Y'all sitting here, all this Loma. Yeah, but put things in perspective about what Dev Haney did. He's undisputed. Lomachenko is 30 what? And he's still chasing that? He wasn't even a professional fighter at the age of 23. That should let you know the level of greatness that Devin Haney has displayed with the opportunities that he paid for himself. Because he ain't been given nothing, despite what people want to say. If the road was the toughest, that's another conversation. But they ain't gave the man nothing. They don't even want to give him his just due now that he's an undisputed champion. All they want to do is cry about the guy that he took the belts from. What was he supposed to do? Take the belts from the guy that got him. He said he wanted the belts. What did he do? He went and got him. He went and got him, bro. And you still got people slighting him, talking about the belts Loma won years ago. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. We talking about now. He got business. Get your ass in that ring and show us how great you are. Calling that man a heavyweight. Nah, get in there, bro. Get in there. Now ain't the time for flattery, bro. He don't want to hear that. Get in there. Devin Haney want smoke, bro. You tell me, man. That man been the smoke. He don't want no problem. Was Loma maneuvered too quickly through divisions? I mean, listen, when you got people, but that machine behind you, Cypher, salute. Appreciate you pulling on. When you got that machine behind you, they gonna push you. And look, you know, a lot of his opportunities was based off what he did in the Olympics. Like, I get that. That was great. It's nothing to sneeze at. It's not too many people that did it, but we got to put it in perspective how old he was beating up these kids, bro. 26-year-old pro. Devin Haney got 29 fights. The man got 29 fights. 29 fights when Loma wasn't even pro at the time. Just think about that. Y'all want to talk about greatness? That's greatness. It just didn't come in the form that Lomachenko presented it in. Still don't make it no less than greatness. You should hate Haney because he has fought nobody. Well, again, Jerry, since you in here running your mouth, bro, I'm gonna ask you this: what's Lomachenko's best win? Who did he fight? Who did Lomachenko beat, Jerry? That's my question to you. That's my question to you. Who did Lomachenko fight? And you know what I mean? Other than that, we're gonna continue. Haney would never lose to Salido type talent, and that's an absolute fact. 88. And if he did, he'd be laughed out of boxing, bro. That man had a dozen losses. Man had a damn NBA record, NBA record when Dad fought him. They had a dozen losses, bro. See, the problem is why I went this detail. And again, through everything I said, just tell me when I'm lying, though. Tell me when I'm lying. Put the medals. I'm just saying, Haney got to get credit. They put the medals in there too. So I'm just keep over. Media got him. So watch him. It's unanimous. He's the number one. Who's at 135. I feel like old media just is in place to be paid haters at this point. You know what I'm saying? Haney was given the belts. Nah, Haney earned the belts. Who was he supposed to fight right before he was given that belt? That was Loma, wasn't it? He been chasing Loma, man. We ain't gonna do that. We been chasing that man, and now he finally got him. And look who was more eager to fight. You know what I'm saying? Right. Talk about it, Will. Talk about it. And again, see, Jerry, your problem is you came in at the wrong part of the conversation and you made this some hate about Lomachenko. It's not. But I'm telling you, and I'm going to say this again, since Lomachenko is so great, you tell me who would name his best 3 wins since he's so great. You saying Haney fought nobody. But I'm telling you, what Lomachenko is still chasing at the age of, what is he, 33? What is he, 34? He's still chasing undisputed. Devin Haney already got it. And he got it at the age of 23, whereas that man wasn't even a professional at that point in his life. There's no way you want to talk about greatness. That's greatness, bro. That's greatness right there. The man still got a whole career ahead of him. And he got 29 fights, and Loma don't even got 20. He's so damn great. You can't even tell me his 3 best wins. Besides a Gary Russell win that he shouldn't even got. It should have been a draw because he got dropped. I don't care about all that. Name me who did Lomachenko beat? That was so great, bro. Who did he beat? He beat Gary Russell, man. No, we don't want to hear that. We gave you Gary Russell, bro. You in here, you got your pom-poms out for Loma. So somebody that's running their mouth the way you running yours, you should be able to tell me right off the top of your head his best wins. Don't give me no Gary Russell when I've been said that. We gave you that. King Judah, what's good with it, fam? But right, they don't want it. You know what they do want, King Judah? Appreciate you pulling up, bro. They rather see all of those dudes lose. They don't care if it's against each other. They just rather see them lose. That's going to always be my opinion on old media because that's how they give it. Yeah. We get all of that. We know the rules, unifications, Trump mandatories. But he had an opportunity to fight him, and he didn't. And the only reason they probably fighting right now because he been putting pressure on Loma ass. That's why they about to fight now. That man wasn't. And again, name me his 3 best wins. Gary Russell, okay, name him, bro. Name him. You don't name him. No, let Jerry name him. Undercard. Let the guy that got his pom-poms out for Lomachenko name the wins. Not nobody else. I wanted him to name the guys. That's so great that Loma beat. Y'all asses naming them for him. Never mind. Don't even matter. Y'all name him for him. Because he don't know. Got to. I don't got to. You still ain't named shit but Gary Russell. So I'm moving on. I'm gonna just ignore you. The fam giving you the answers. You ain't giving me none. You just discrediting a guy that accomplished what your guy that you got your pom-poms out is still chasing. And he 30 plus years old, bro. You don't get it. You want to sit here and talk about greatness? And he ain't lost twice already. What we talking about? Greatness what? Because he got some titles from some people that he was picked to beat, that he was supposed to beat. He was supposed to beat these dudes. He was supposed to beat them. He was supposed to beat Salido too, but he didn't because he's so damn great. Nah, let him name him. The only thing he still said was Gary Russell. Nah, bro, the conversation with you, me and you was over. You don't sit here and keep asking me questions. I asked you one and I can't get an answer. You study typing. You can't type me his best wins. You discrediting Haney because you came in at the wrong part of the conversation with your pom-poms out. You're not going to tell me a guy is so great. If Devin Haney, you swap records, and Devin Haney had the same accomplishment and still lost 2 times, he would be nowhere near a pound-for-pound list. The man undefeated and undisputed and could barely scratch. He could barely make a pound-for-pound list. Miss me with that. Miss me with the Loma greatness, bro. You might as well. You need to get a job with Top Rank, bro. Bob Arum will love you. That's the problem. Y'all got to learn to open y'all ears. Learn to listen to the person that's speaking instead of thinking what you want. This wasn't even about Loma, bro. Wasn't about Loma. Wasn't about Loma. You made it that because you came here with your pom-poms out, wanting to discredit an undisputed, undefeated champion, and that's what's wrong with boxing right there. You get what I'm saying? And then notice, I ain't never once discredit Loma. It's the propaganda that surrounds Loma. No, you said Gary Russell, bro. You said Gary Russell. I ain't see nothing else unless I missed something. You said Gary Russell, bro. Yeah, one of the Mexican cab drivers beat Loma. Facts, D-Free. You get what I'm saying? Rigo, Russell, and Linares. Yeah, I know BC, but he ain't naming them. Y'all naming them for him. So it's what it is. I just know I know what I'm talking about, bro. I know what manufactured greatness is when I see it. Hey, I feel you, Jarrell. I feel you, and I still give him this credit. I just know manufactured greatness when I see it. Yeah, Linares sat him on his ass. I ain't see him name nothing but Gary Russell, and he telling me, the name. I'm not answering your questions, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not answering no questions. All I seen was Gary Russell. The fam gave you all the answers, bro. We gave you Gary Russell. Gotta learn to listen a little bit more, Jerry. Gotta listen a little bit more, bro. Because everybody in here know this wasn't an attempt to tear down Loma. You just made it that. And it's still, I think I did a decent job at not tearing him down, the fighter, just the propaganda surrounding Lomachenko. You get what I'm saying? Nah, long as he don't, but I know what they saying because he kind of threw me off. But anyway, man, let's get back to it, man. So again, that's what old media is to me, y'all. Old media. The same resume that you couldn't even mention, bro. Miss me with that. I'm on to the next thing, bro. You said Gary Russell. You named one fighter that Lomachenko fought. Period. That's it. You named one fighter, bro. They named the rest of them. I didn't see you name none of the people, bro. None of them. None of them. Gamboa, multiple division plus a gold medalist. Yeah. Nah, he good on. He ain't saying that. He just talking to himself at this point, though. Because like I said, I know I ain't missed it. I scrolled back up. I just seen Haney. Gamboa was 39 years old when he fought Haney. How old was Salido when he fought? How old was Salido when he fought Loma? How old was Salido? Yeah, right. You get what I'm saying? Facts. He about to put his ass. I told you, old media is people that hate on guys that's successful at the top. Meanwhile, because they guys star ain't shining as bright no more. Loma has had an insignificant win after insignificant win. If you want to be honest, you get what I'm saying? And the guy was fresh off like 3 straight tune-ups. According to what they call Jermaine Ortiz a tune-up. That's their words, not mine. And he still needed more time. Get out of here, man. He's so damn great. Calling Dev a heavyweight. You're going to see who the heavyweight is when they get in the ring. You did. So, again, man, old media don't live over here, bro. We shut it down over here, man. I always come with my logic. It's not about me being right or wrong. I don't got no ego. So, I don't. No question you could ask me could trip me up. I watched the boxing. I know who fought who. But like I said, you had a hard time naming the opponents that you got the pom-poms out for, talking about his resume speak for itself. He don't got no damn great resume. The best fighter he beat was Gary Russell, and it was a knockdown in that fight that they didn't count. Draw. You know what I'm saying? After that, he won a bunch of winnable fights. That's all he did. He never got it. This Devin Haney fight would probably be, outside of Gary Russell, this would be the first 50-50 fight he had since Gary Russell. But y'all sitting here going so hard. You're going hard for him. You know what I'm saying? To be his first 50-50 fight since Gary Russell. And look how long it took to get this fight done. Because who dragging it along? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got more confidence in Loma than Loma and his team, bro. Both saying he's with Tank Fulton, but the other guys give it credit, but not to Haney. I mean, now they criticize. I feel you, D-Free. Y'all have at it. Y'all know. Y'all have at it, bros. Y'all have at it. Y'all fine. Y'all know it. Y'all know we the fan, man. Here it's all good. You know, I don't give no. I just wish people would listen. That's why these, you know, I'm not the content creator that, you know, usually goes at people. I don't go at people too much. You know what I'm saying? I always bring my logic with me, man. And I know propaganda when I see it, bro. Like, now you have to be a fool to not know. And some of it is promotion, right? Because Loma is their fighter, so they're supposed to promote him and talk good about him, right? But you know what the promotional side is, and then you know when they're pushing the propaganda. And I'm gonna say this again. Because I always come with logic, right? The fact that this man did not even have 10 fights under his belt, and they were putting him in the same conversation as Muhammad Ali, flat out saying outright he would beat Pretty Boy Floyd in a fight, and the prime Pretty Boy Floyd, you know what I'm saying, before he even had 10 fights. You get what I'm saying? It was putting him in a breath of legends, goats of the sport, without having 10 fights. That's propaganda, bro. That's when you cross the line. You're not even promoting no more at this point. You're force feeding us a guy that you want us to see is so great instead of letting him go out there and prove it. He should have the names on his resume. There's no reason why he should still be sitting around with less than 20 fights, but he's so damn great. And he lost 2 of them already. Then made tons of excuses after he lost. You wasn't 100% in the TO fight. You shouldn't have took it. Yeah, he said Haney beats Haney. New 1-up games. What's good with it? I mean, man, so again, man, I just urge people, like, if you come in at the tail end of a conversation, just listen a little bit more. I mean, ask to be brought up to speed. Don't just come in here assuming that I'm dissing Loma. Like, you get what I'm saying? I know where to place the you know what I mean, the bulk of my critiques and criticism. It's not about Loma. Is only doing what Loma's supposed to do: fight, get his job done, right? But the people that push him is propaganda, bro. I'm gonna always say it. Bunch of false narratives and stuff that's not real. You know what I'm saying? Fantasies. He's too old already, so he won't even have the kind of career that Pretty Boy Floyd had when it's all said and done, when he hang him up. You get what I'm saying? Let alone being in the same breath as him. Floyd would stop Lomachenko, man. Too damn long, too damn man, beat him up, yo. Too smart. Like, you was just becoming pro. Floyd had been a champion at that point and been dominating for years at that point. That shit is just totally different. But they insult you and tell you because they put him in a position to win titles faster than anybody else. That's why I give him the credit for it. But I also know that those were all winnable fights. Now, he had to take care of his business, but those were really lopsided fights. Heavy favorites in them fights. None of those fights that people think he would potentially possibly even lose. None of them. But you want to know something? The fight that people knew he could potentially lose, the first 50-50 fight, he got Gary, right? Like I said, they ain't give him the knockdown. All right, cool, right? He got Gary. Then he fought Tio, and he lost. Now, if he fight Dev and he lose, he'd be what? 1 for 3 in 50-50 fights? This is why I tell you, like, accolades don't determine the level of greatness. Devin Haney has so much more to achieve before you can literally say that he's a truly, like, great fighter. What he's accomplished is great He's great right now, but as an overall career legacy, he got a lot more to prove so he could really be undeniably great. What he accomplished at this age is definitely great. Definitely. But he still got a lot more to prove to be able to undeniably say he's a great fighter. You get what I'm saying? Said try to Loma. They overhyped him. You know how they did. They overhyped him, bro. Pedestal, even Haney. I ain't a fan, but I see the work in metal. Haney puts in the sport. Right. And look, this is no slight to Haney again. I mean, Loma, the greatest amateur at 30 years old. A1 Hoop Zone, my brethren. Got plenty of other who do. Right. Then again, man, I want to be clear about something. This ain't no diss on Loma. I don't dislike Lomachenko, y'all. I don't think he's a trash fighter. I don't think he's an average fighter. I don't think he's a just above average fighter. I think he's a damn good fighter. Damn good fighter, Lomachenko is. But I'm going to always stand on, I know he's not what they tried to sell him out to be. And I understood some of it was promotion, but some of it was just propaganda. Like I said, it was biased commentary. Like, know what I mean? Just think about not having to have even 10 pro fights under your belt and somebody could tell you that you're in the same conversation as Muhammad Ali without having to prove a 10th of what he did. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? That's disrespectful, all in an effort to try to promote your fighter. That's crazy, bro. That's disrespectful to the guy before him, man. Muhammad Ali stood for so much more than boxing. That's why he a man. It's not just the wins and losses in the ring, bro. Still for something different. You shouldn't be so quick, so loose to make Ali comparisons, man. Let that man be great. He's a one of one. But you know what else? Lomachenko's a one of one. He is. And that's how all fighters are. They're one of one in their own right. But you know what I mean when I say Ali is just one of them ones, bro. And it's okay, man. Them shoes will never be filled by no Lomachenko. No disrespect to him, but don't put him in that conversation because that's disrespectful. Bogus, man. So great. He did this. And then you can't even name who he beat that make him so great. But you know what people could do? Accolades don't make y'all great, man. The people that you beat make you great. Accolades ain't, you get what I'm saying? I ain't discrediting them, like, but that's not the end all be all when it pertains to what makes a fighter great. Just accolades alone. Because we know that you have title holders in the sport and you have champions. Devin Haney got that WBC belt. They want to say they gave it to him. How many times did he defend it, bro? How many times successfully did that man defend that belt? That's what made him a true champion. Call it what you want. People say they gave him the belt like he asked for it. He was trying to fight for it. And then he was trying to fight the man that he about to fight right now for it. Why don't people see that? How could you look at it any other way? He wanted to fight the dude. He wanted to fight him. And I get it when people say, yo, unifications, Trump mandatories. 100% I understand that. But don't make it seem like he got the belt because he wasn't trying to fight. That's what I'm saying to people. How he got it is not his fault. He was willing to do whatever, fight whoever for that belt. Tell me he wasn't. He was. He was all ears. He was all on board for fighting whoever he needed to fight to get that strap. He felt like it was going to be Loma. Loma had other plans. He went and fought T.O. Fine. But don't discredit this man for how he got the belt when he was trying to fight the man that went and lost to Teofimo. Now things are coming full circle. You know what I'm saying? And they about to fight now. That's all that matter, bro. That's all that matter. I want to double down, man. Don't think I'm not the content creator that you know, just slight fighters all day and discredit them. Nah, I respect what Loma done in the sport, but I don't respect the propaganda centered around his name. Knock it off. He's so damn great, but then we can't even get them to utter them same words against a guy that accomplished what he's still chasing, and he's 30 plus years old, man. He want what Devin Haney got. That's greatness. He did it at 23. He's essentially chasing what a 23-year-old already did. It don't make Loma any less great for chasing it now. I respect him, but you got to give credit for a young man accomplishing what he wasn't. He wasn't even in the sport. Just put that in perspective for a second. He wasn't even in the sport yet. You get what I'm saying? Facts, Nuke. Never, bro. Never, bro. Never. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying, Nike? Get what I'm saying, bro? Pressure, he getting exposed. Look at Ortiz and Lopez. Ortiz was putting hands on him, bro. Telling you, son of God, salute family. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling? Right. Oh, yeah, 7 titles too. Or yeah. You stupid. VC a fool. How they talk about him, but see when Ortiz and Kia actually fight him like no other, he gets hit a lot. Right. Fate, you notice that when they not bothered by that mystique, when they not reading too many newspaper clippings, when they realize that he a man just like that, man, he get hit how I get hit. He human how I'm human. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying, bro? And Devin Haney is going to be confident, bro. He's a confident kid. He's going to fight different. That's going to be a big key factor. That's the difference between him. That's going to be the difference between him and a lot of other Lomachenko opponents. He ain't going to be scared. He going to fight him. You get what I'm saying? But salute to Lomachenko. I don't diss him. I don't dislike him. I don't hate him. Like I said, I just have a perspective, of opinion. I have some, I feel like I know propaganda when I hear it. You get what I'm saying? Do that mean he's not a damn good fighter? No, don't mean that. Don't mean he's not a good fighter. And I'm going to rock with him. I'm going to continue to rock with him. I just think Dad beats him. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I think Dad beat him. As a legit boxing fan, we knew and know what they said about Loma was done. Yeah, that's, again, if people listen, that's where I'm going. It's not about Loma. Loma can't control what people say, but I could point it out. I know propaganda when I hear it. Maybe 3 times or better. It definitely shows now. What you ask again, bro? What you ask? And I ain't time you out. And if you don't ever, like respectfully, like I don't do no name calling, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no name calling. I don't do no name calling. And trust me, if I wanted you blocked or something, I would have blocked you or timed you out. Like, you know what I mean? But we don't do no name calling. That first one, that'll be the first and last one that I let slide right there. I don't play like that. My whole energy is shift to something totally different, and it won't be no boxing, bro. We don't do no name calling because you got timed out. Don't be sensitive, bro. When it says either 6 or 8 times he defended it. Right. And my point I'm making with that, Nike, at any given point, bro, had he lost any of those fights, right? That the guy that beat him would have been what? The WBC champion, without a doubt. So when they try to discredit him, I feel like that's just the low-hanging fruit. You know what I mean? Right. And it's like if you a true fan of the sport, you understand the sweet science, and that's what he displayed. You're not going to get a ton of knockouts, not a lethal puncher, but he's a damn good boxer, a very good boxer. You know what I'm saying? A damn good boxer. One thing to see, Tank and Loma been entertaining. Oh, yeah, right. Hell yeah, that'd be a fun fight, bro. Fun fight. 2 Cambosis defensive, right. And you see how he won there and then he defended. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference between like belt holders and champions to me. You got title holders and you got real champions. The guy really, he fought, won, and then he defended it. You get what I'm saying? Whereas you see how Cambosis, he beat Tio, and then in his very next fight, he forfeited the belts. You get what I'm saying? Jerry's slow, man. Jerry's slow, man. You slow. Y'all could fire off now. Because once you say that, you might as well go. You know what I mean? You might as well slide. If you think that, you might as well slide. I won't have you play with my grind that way, bro. We don't play them type of games, bro. So you could go watch the channels that you like that let you push your propaganda and your old media talking points, bro. That's your fair warning from me. You know what I'm saying? You see more Jermaine Ortiz. I followed him since the amateurs and knew it was going to be a fight. Yeah, I honestly had 50 favorite when it was first announced. Right. Jermaine Ortiz shows such a good account of himself that I want to definitely see him again, yo. I definitely want to see him again. I hope he get another meaningful fight because I think the young kid put on. I think he fought a damn good fight against Lomachenko, and he put some people on notice. You know what I'm saying? He put some folks on notice for sure, for sure. Yeah, he weird. I don't know, man. I always just now and then I gotta take a pause out from the boxing, man. I really like I wish, man, like more people would start being adults when they come here and stop, like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta start listening. Stop being sensitive about your opinion. Don't make it about race when it's not. Don't be a weirdo, dude. Like, learn how to have a conversation, man. You're dealing with grown people here, bro. Grown adult people. You know what I'm saying? Go where they let you push your propaganda. You know, Javin got the best and most effective jab in boxing. Man, I'm telling you, his jab is crazy, bro. That fight, that Loma check hit. I know you want to get back in there. He did a couple interviews, Fate. I don't know exactly when he's going to be back, but I'd love to see him back and back soon. So, you know, keep him active, man. I know he took his first loss, but he ain't really lose, in my opinion, like, especially, like, not on no loser stuff. He went in there and showed out. He went in there and showed out. And again, man, I'm all about trying to big up the fighters. I'm all about representing the fighters the right way, trying to give them their just due. But again, I know propaganda when I hear it, you know what I'm saying? And that's just nah, he's straight now, Nuke. I seen him, he did some interviews, bro. He's straight. He definitely straight. Ortiz in a good space. He's been doing little interviews here or there. He said he had knocked Loma out in a rematch. In the rematch, he said he'd knock him out for real. I had made a video on it a while back when he said it. Ortiz definitely, he should be on Devin undercard. That'd be good. Was 12 rounds. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Why he got a little tired, didn't he, undercard? So he should be on it. Yeah, he should. He should, Fate. He should. I like Ortiz. I like Jermaine Ortiz, but you know something else? Ortiz versus Elvis. Elvis at 40, Fate. Unless Ortiz go up. He knows his game and how he fights. He uses advantage for him in his favor in the ring. He don't fight the old media style. He fights to win. See, Nike, you speaking facts, bro. I just wish people to open their ears a little bit more, man. People be needing to listen. Listen, like, we not going to all share the same opinion, but if you really, truly listening to what I was going on about, even at the most passionate I was speaking on this topic, it was still centered around propaganda surrounding him, not him as a fighter or him being less than. You get what I'm saying? People just don't listen very well, man. It's selective hearing. You got to learn to listen the right way. You know what I'm saying? Listen the right way. That's why people get, you know what I mean, blocked. People, something wrong with people. But facts, man. Haney is very disciplined, man. He's smart and he knows his game. He know what tools he need to bring out for the job, and he do that. And he win the way he know how to win, not the way they want to see him fight. They want to see him go balls to the walls and go in there and just get punched on. That's what they going to see. Yeah. Call that man a heavyweight, bro. Call that man a heavyweight. He know. Right. Wait. Yeah, he should just move up, though. He is big. But yeah, man, again, old media is anybody pushing false narratives, biased commentary, inaccurate assessments. You got fighters doing good at the top of their games, continuing to find ways to win and be successful. But when a lot of these guys get an opportunity to get a microphone crammed up under their face, they start slighting the fighters of today to big up the fighters of yesterday. You know what I mean? Oh, my generation is this, and they wouldn't last in our generation. Man, shut up. You don't know that. The fact is that they in their generation. Would they ever fight in your generation? That could never happen. So what do? As a real boxing supporter, you focus on the now. The now is they're in this generation and they're thriving. All of these fighters, old media, go to hell with that. I don't care about if you don't think they would have lasted in your day. We would never know that. You get what I'm saying? Kambosos versus Maxie Hughes. Yeah, I did hear Kambosos coming back undercard. Tim is biased and Ward kind of too. Ward, a little compromised fate. They get paid the hate to me, bro. They really do. It's about Jack win. Not gonna lie. Me too, bro. Me too. I felt like he was gonna get the win, Nuke. I felt like he was gonna get the win, bro. I felt like he was gonna get the win. I like Badu Jack, man. I like Badu Jack. I always been rocking with him throughout his career. I like him, man. Badu solid, man. Badu a good fighter. I like Badu Jack, man. I like Badu Jack. I always been rocking. My bad, y'all. Yeah, Badu a good fighter, man. And something else I noticed that I wanted to touch on too, y'all. Yeah, but salute to Badu Jack. Good win, man. 3-division champion, Nuke. 3-division champion. Getting a win at the end of the year. Him and Shakur might go at it. And Shakur gonna beat the absolute hell out of Kambosos, man. That'd be the absolute worst thing he could do. If he don't want his third official loss and bad, like he don't want to get his confidence taken, because that's gonna be bad. I can guarantee you he gonna beat him up. He gonna pay the Picasso on his face, man. I'm trying to tell you. He don't want that fate. I would advise him, and I hope Shakur go get a more meaningful fight than the Kambosos, because I already know what's gonna happen in there. Kambosos don't even got a puncher's chance against Shakur. No disrespect to him. This skill level is just totally different, man. Same way I felt when Dev got in there. I knew Dev was gonna outclass him like that. Shakur do the same thing, and it could get worse. I mean, may be wrong with this one. The technology of training has evolved, and understanding human anatomy has also since the 60s, so they can miss us with that old versus new BS. That's what I'm saying, Jarrell. Just stop slighting them fighters. Let's just big up the generation of today, of now. Wow, appreciating the fighters of yesterday. You get what I'm saying? That's how we do. Let's big up the fighters of today while appreciating and always keeping those fighters of yesterday names alive. You know what I'm saying? Ain't talking about it like that, right? Yeah, man. Be on tank, right? You dig what I'm saying? Immediately, yo. Wednesday, tomorrow. Salute to my bro on the card. Appreciate that. I gotta try to catch that Pro Box card, man. They be having some good fights on there. Something else I noticed though, family, that I wanted to touch on before we slide. Tyson Fury. Yeah, right. He did fate. I don't know if he was here. I had touched on it for a quick second. I hope he be able to square that situation away, because that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was that. They just ain't add a lot of details, fate, but it was something, obviously, because he got arrested for it. So it had to be something, some level of something that's not good. So hopefully he get that situation squared away. I hate to see guys in legal situations, especially things pertaining kids and the welfare of the kids. This is a sticky situation, but hopefully he work it out. But do y'all notice how there's no public outcry for, or no demand for Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk to make no fight, y'all? And I'm not trying to be funny. This is nothing personal. Do y'all notice how there's no public outcry? There's no public demand. There's no timetable. Nobody talking about it. They bring it up here and there, and that's it. There's no demand for Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk to make an undisputed fight. They just, at this point, just holding on the belts. Like, what they doing? And who's responsible? Who should make the move first? Like, what's going on? Nobody's saying nothing, bro. Nothing. But they keep getting escaped by, man. It just, like, this is what I mean. This is the type of stuff that be annoying me with boxing, bro. These guys get to continuously not put on this fight that they should fight. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a date or some type of announcement coming with this undisputed fight. What's the holdup? I guarantee you, if this was Wilder with the belts, it'd be different, bro. I know it would, bro. It'd be different, bro. Act like they don't want to make this fight or something for the people, bro. Me too, Noop. Me too. I definitely do. I think it's Tyson Fury. And I ain't saying he's scared, but I just think the situation is him. Right. That's all they do, Fate. They think that's going to seal his career. They think that's going to make it like he shouldn't have to fight nobody because he you know the situation with Wilder, you know what I mean? Usyk seemed like he won it, right? They're not pushing it, and I wonder why. You get what I'm saying, bro? That's the stuff I be highlighting, like little stuff like that. Why ain't they pushing that? Usyk should be pound for pound number 3, man. Usyk is a real one. And he was undisputed at cruiserweight, bro. Telling you. Got the belts at heavyweight while Tyson, right? Like, you get what I'm saying? You calling him a middleweight and you all this other stuff. Fight him. Fight the middleweight. Fight the middleweight, bro. Why won't you get in there and fight the middleweight? Think something going on that they don't want us to know about. Title Usyk won. Was it? Oh, right. And in their backyard. Right. Facts, Nuke. All facts, bro. Appreciate you stopping through too, man. Welcome to the family as well, too, Nuke. We like to build over here. Unfortunately, you had to get, you had to see somebody had to get checked in here, but we do builds in here. We here every day talking this good boxing, man. Can't claim to be the best heavy if you ain't beat everybody and you got meat on the bone. Get what I'm saying, feet? Now, if they talked about Usyk like Loma, okay. You know what I'm saying? Right, BC. Right, BC. You feel me? Right. Because, and no disrespect to Loma, Usyk is really what they push Loma as. I'm dead serious. Usyk is really the bigger version of Lomachenko. That's what they felt like Loma would be, what Usyk is right now. I promise you that's what I feel like. Edgar Chavez, salute to you, Brody. Jersey in the building. How you feeling, bro? I'm going to push Usyk like that because his work speaks for itself. Right. But still, at the same time, you get what I'm saying, Fate? We could most certainly understand if they was to push him like that. But yet and still, we left to wonder why they don't push him like that. And his work do speak for itself. But why not be bigging him up every chance you get? You get what I'm saying? Right. All facts, bro. That's what I just said. Right. They want him. He exactly what they wanted Loma. What Usyk is what they told us Loma was. No disrespect. He's a hell of a fighter. So is Loma. But Usyk is a special, gifted fighter, man. I'm telling you. And again, the reason why I say that because he had a heavier weights. Of course, he's at the way heavier weights doing this stuff, beating up bigger guys. Clearly beating up bigger guys. Like, remember, bro. Y'all remember when they said Usyk could never go to heavyweight? Usyk said, "Oh yeah, I want to go to heavyweight." Bet. I'm already undisputed here. Heavyweight, here I come. And look what he do. He one belt away from undisputed at heavyweight. Usyk one of them ones, man. I'm trying to back it up. He's great as you can. I'm telling you, facts undercard. He one of them ones, bro. Pushes himself to the limit. In the Joshua first fight, he even went the extra mile to try to stop him in the 12th. Right, he did. He facts, bro. He did. He's the best heavyweight last time I checked. Still undefeated champs in the division. Right, that's calling for the smoke. That wants your head, bro. And I'm just confused as to why they can't. Why are we not pushing for that fight? Like, why nobody? You get what I'm saying? It's like crickets when it comes to this, bro. Like, nah, they could just take their time. They'll figure it out when they figure it out. But Tank, Shakur, Dev, they got to fight now. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah, they got to all fight now. They need to do something. But Fury, in the meantime, he could fight Chisora for a third time, and nobody in the world asks for that. Nobody in the world asks for that. In the absolute world, in the universe, not one solitary soul in the boxing universe asks for Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora 3. Nobody in the boxing world asks for that, bro. Yet and still they gave it to us. But y'all want to give us Usyk and Tyson Fury 1. There's no public outcry or demand for that fight or for them to do something. Tyson Fury just sitting around talking about WWE and everything else, man. Usyk said he'd fight Fury Wilder and then retire. Facts, he said that on the card. He said that Andy Ruiz did the AJ. He knew that he could do the same thing. Right. Well, he did. He put hands on him. Yeah, it's possible, Jarrell, man. Tyson Fury's just a big guy. If Usyk could find a way to navigate the rounds without Tyson Fury's size being a factor, I could see success for Usyk, but it's going to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Pricing himself out. Yeah, right. And on purpose, though, Will. On purpose. He know what he doing. Right, Fate. I just don't know what's going on with them. And I just know if it was a certain somebody, they'd be calling for his head. Shit, they already told my fans are getting tired of waiting for Wilder and Ruiz. Shut up. Shut up. But y'all ain't tired of waiting for Fury and Usyk to possibly make a fight? Like, what we doing? So they never gonna make the fight? So they're not gonna make the undisputed fight. Just so we clear. Like, I just want to be clear on some things. I just want a little bit of straightening, y'all. Like, so we not getting undisputed heavyweight fight between Usyk and Tyson Fury. So we not gonna get that. That's what y'all telling us. I mean, Fury versus Dillian White next. Watch. I wouldn't be surprised, undercard. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I promise you I wouldn't. Anything but what he's supposed to do. Or Tyson versus Frank Sanchez, he'll put up a good one. Yeah. Wonder is they ready to give Frank Sanchez an opportunity yet, though, Fate? I wonder. Frank Sanchez definitely put up a good scrap. But the problem for these heavyweights going against Tyson Fury is going to always be that size, man. He a big behemoth, as they call it, right? Behemoth of a man. That's a big, I mean, laying all over you. You know what I mean? Dude be, what, 250, 60 on fight night? 270, I mean, 270 something on fight night, man. Otto Wild and flashbacks. Right, Will. And remember how Otto Wallin was on his helmet, man. Busted that cut all open. If that was anybody else, I think that fight would have got stopped too because of that cut. But they let Tyson Fury keep fighting, as they always do. Otto was on his helmet, man. Otto was putting in that work, man. So why not Brent fighting Usyk? Yeah, right. There's no reason why that fight shouldn't be happening. Not one solitary reason, but I think it's something on Tyson Fury's side holding it up, like I said, because Usyk seemed like he ready to go. There's Mike Cap. Don't got no sources in the UK leaking info, right? So he can't just make nothing up undercard. He ain't got nothing to make up. It's crazy where we at in boxing. And I'm still pushing this fight week. Tony Harrison and TSZYU. I can't wait to see it. And I don't know if y'all caught it, but Tony Harrison said something that was surprising, y'all. Tony Harrison said if he beat TSZYU, he's willing to give TSZYU a rematch and fight him again instead of fighting the CHARLO trilogy. So I don't know what that means for the potential trilogy, man. Like, that'd be crazy. You get what I'm saying? Gloves not in hand. Let him fight. Right. Usyk training right now, but he waiting for what happens. Tyson wants a lot of money. I really believe Wilder took something out of Tyson. I think so too, Fate. I think that's real. I just don't think I just don't Nah, he had to go. He called me a chump. He had to go. He was acting, and then he said this show racist. That's what he said. And then we noticed we ain't say not one racial thing the whole entire time we've been talking. But he said that weird stuff. But he needed to go. He was asking for it. Some people like getting blocked. I swear they do. Some people's sole purpose be to come on YouTube and get blocked. Why would Tony do that? That's what I'm saying, Fate. So, like, what would that mean for the possible trilogy if he's saying that? Because he said that, he said at this point he interested in, making the most money and things like that. So I'm thinking that fight in Australia gonna make him a nice bag, and I'm thinking a rematch could potentially be a bigger bag is why he's saying that. But as it stands, I'm still rooting for him to win because I'm really rooting for a trilogy. And I know if that opportunity presents itself, he's going to get that trilogy, man. Tony want that trilogy, y'all. He want that trilogy. That money trilogy came back while I risked the rematch. Right. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Other than what he said, it was just crazy to hear. Like, damn, really? I feel like he got too much respect for Tony. He called Tony a next level fighter. While he playing, he probably changed his mind depending on how tough the fight gets. Yeah, right. Reason he would do that is out of respect because I'm giving him a shot when he's in line for the W title shot, and Tim didn't have to take the fight. That's a good angle. That's a good angle, Nope. For sure. I could see that. And I think Tony just in a good space too, man. He feeling good mentally, man. So yeah, man. I can't believe he came after he came for the voice like that, right? That's crazy, man. People don't realize I'm one of the coolest people on and off YouTube on here. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna learn the hard way. Maybe a contract got a rematch clause. Man, imagine Tony just edges about decision and gets asked to rematch, and it's like, hell nah. He better win, man. Tony, we pulling for you, man. We want to see you with that $1 million smile with your buffs on at the end of the fight, your Detroit hat out there in Australia representing at the highest level, man. You terrible. But yeah, we pulling. Tim's power really like that though. Look, I think he got good power, but it's like you just can't be standing right in front of that guy. You get what I'm saying? He not his power. I mean, he not his father when it comes to power. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he punched like Mel punch. I think he got a solid punch. He can definitely shake you up, knock you out if he can catch you. But I don't see Tim as no devastating puncher. He's a good puncher, but I don't think he's no concussive, devastating puncher. But again, anybody could be with the right shot, right? You just can't be standing right in front of him, which I think Tony's going to understand that and not present that, the sitting target for him. You know what I mean? And he just got to stay active and keep moving, flashing. You know what I'm saying? So, he got solid power. And then you got to think, like Terrell Gausha took him all 12 rounds and didn't get dropped. I don't think of none of that. I don't even think he got knocked down. He was taking some big shots, but he was standing right there in front of him with the high guard just shelling up for the most part. Tony can't do that, and I doubt if he do that because he got the legs and the boxing ability to be able to, give TSZYU some headaches in the ring, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I expect Tony to do. Utilize his IQ, his boxing ability, experience, things like that. And this is another thing I will say, because I don't hear enough people say it. People sleeping on Tony Harrison punching power too. He could light you up, man. Tony Harrison could sting you, man. I don't know what people talking about. I don't know what they think or if they've been watching it, but Tony got some pop behind that punch, man. Tony got some pop behind that punch. Tony had Sergio Garcia missing bad and countering. Garcia's a good boxer overall, right? You see how good Sergio Garcia did against Fundora. He pushed Fundora to the limit. Tony was on the back foot just countering right. And that's what he's going to have to do. Tony got some pop, facts. Remember that right hand he landed on Mel in the first round, in the first fight? Yeah. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Nuke, he got some power, bro. Tony got some pop in them punches, bro. Man, I'm telling you, undercard, he used to be slumping cats, bro. Tony used to be sleeping stuff, man. You just step it up in competition so the knockouts, start to slow down a bit, but he catch you the right way. Tony can hurt you and get you out of there, man. If I'm Usyk, I'm watching the hell out of the Island versus Fury, putting a game plan together, similar to what Otto did. Fury don't like fighting smaller guys. Yeah, William Old School, just to add to that, like I feel like he struggles against the smaller guy, and I think he knows that. And I don't know if y'all remember when he fought Steve Cunningham them years ago. Steve Cunningham was the first guy to drop Tyson Fury. And he started doing like the laying on him, the little illegal tactics to kind of get him out of there. Steve Cunningham was on. He gave Tyson Fury some hell, man. Tell me. Now they don't be checking the resume. People just be talking undercard. They don't do no homework, bro. Tony got timing, and you know what dropped him last time. That timing, right, timing. And Tony, I believe, got more pop on his punch than Gausha, respectfully. Telling you, man. Tony, I think he gonna put together a good display, y'all. Also, I know Emmanuel Stewart. I think Otto got more power than Usyk. Usyk more of a valiant puncher and breaks you down with boxing clinic. Right. Otto Wallin was bringing it, wasn't he? He was trying to get. He was trying to bring it. He was trying to get the Big Fury. He wasn't scared in there. He was going for it. He was playing with house money. He ain't had nothing to lose. You fight a different way when you ain't got nothing to lose, bro. He ain't had nothing to lose. So if Wilder never landed clean in the 3 fights, I definitely think outside of the knockouts, the knockdowns, he landed his fair shots. It just was few in between, you know what I mean? Wasn't with no real consistency. You get what I'm saying? Just wasn't with no real consistency. Yeah, Fate, how much damage did he really sustain with them 4 knockdowns and them 3 fights? Because I said, like, I know it's easy to look at Wilder and see the losses and the damage he sustained, and it's kind of easy to be like, he ain't going to be the same. But I truly don't think that you get dropped 4 times with Wilder right hands and you exactly the same guy either. You get what I'm saying? Especially when one of them times you was damn near asleep for some seconds. So I think it's a chance that he ain't exactly the same guy either. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take the right guy to get in there to show us that. I'm telling you. You know, damage is a 2-way street in boxing. Like I was saying before, it's not like a video game where, you know, say a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, you beat a guy up and then your next round, your energy go up. It ain't like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you take damage in fights and that damage go with you to the next fight. Now, you can train and be in shape again and all that stuff, but wear and tear exists for every fighter. No fighter is above wear and tear or father time. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Wilder landed clean on the chin. Sideways. Tyson just slept as he landed. It was on the head. Yeah, right. Yeah, he ain't get him the way he wanted to get him for sure. Right, facts, King Judah. He did admit it. So Wilder never really landed a perfect shot. Nope, never. Not the one he really wanted though. You know what I mean? You know I'ma always pick Wilder. Jarrell, that's one of them things with me. Like Wilder's a dude I just ain't picking against. I don't care who beat him, care how that sounds. I'm still picking Wilder. I would just never pick Fury to beat him. So admitted that Wilder's jab stunned him in the first fight. Right. I'm telling you, that his jab is a piston, man. You got a shotgun for a jab. People don't know that. Tony Harrison's dad was training him, Nuke, and then now his brother be training him. So they've been doing good together, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see them continue to gel and get better. Still, yeah, I feel you. I'm still gonna say Wilder. Tony brother, a real one. He can tell us. Yeah. He big on discipline, yo. Big on discipline and keeping his brother active. He said that's the most important thing is keeping Tony busy, making sure he has something to do, keeping him active. You know what I'm saying? not letting him get out of shape, staying around, fight with weight, and things like that. So that's what his brother is, you know what I mean, implementing for Tony, and I think it's working for him. And I think as a result, he's continued to be successful and continue to, you know, rock at a high level. I had to rattle the name of the dude he used to spar back in the day. This is crazy. Yeah, man, Tony, I'm telling you, throwback fighter, quick, my sis, how you feeling today? Appreciate you pulling up. Right, I'm picking Wilder in the fourth fight. I'm telling you, Fate, you can do it, bro. You can do it. You can do it, y'all. Get Wilder 2 more fights in the Malik Scott, and then let him fight Fury for a time. I think that would make a difference. I'm telling you, I'm with you, Will. I'm with you, man. Wilder is a sponge, man. I think he's been able to implement some things and learn and focus on some things, sharpen some of his tools with Malik Scott. Because I think the big thing about Malik Scott that's important that he understands is not to try to change Wilder, but to sharpen the tools he already got in the shed. And I think that's what he's been doing. I feel you, Fate. But look at it this way. Loma ain't the puncher Kovalev was, I'll tell you that. Damn sure ain't the puncher Kovalev was. There you go, Tyson Fury won't stay down. He crazy. Yeah, I'm telling you. Fate, that boy don't. He different. But yeah, man, just to wrap up, I know I'm always talk about what's right with boxing, and I'm always be an advocate for the integrity of the sport. And as it stands, like I said, you got a lot of old media guys that are very irresponsible with their assessment on these fighters, their outlook on boxing and the state of boxing. And I think the fact that they have these platforms and these followings, you know, for them to use their voices so irresponsibly, it's going to always irk me. Like I said, I don't push narratives and agendas and propaganda. I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I was scared to lose, though. Yeah, you don't want to lose for sure. It's probably why he's dragging his feet with that Usyk fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, old media don't exist. I mean, they exist, but we put things in perspective over here. We call them out. Again, I've never seen so many people making videos about how one fighter could beat another fighter is beyond me. It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's old media for you. You can't expect nothing else from them. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect nothing else from them. But, like I said, keep my energy. Tony Harrison, Australia, slipper. And a beater, right? Slippers and a beater with his buffs on and his Detroit hat undercard, feeling good. And that's how he going to approach this fight. That's why he going to win, because he in a good space. Right, Nuke. Yeah. They became undisputed together. Yep, him training Alicia Baumgartner. And he said as a result, training her has allowed him to understand his brother and what his brother expect out of him more, which is a good thing. So I'm pushing Tony Harrison and TSZYU all week because it's fight week. So I'm going to bring them up in every stream until they fight. I'm going to start doing that. You know what I'm saying? So this is a fight that I'm really looking forward to. I want to see it. I want to see how Tony perform, and I'm rooting for him. Salute to TSZYU for taking the fight, and salute to boxing because we're in a good place. Hopefully, man, the public start to demand Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk because that undisputed fight should happen. I think Devin Haney and Tank Davis need to focus on what's in front of them. That's Lomachenko and Ryan Garcia, respectfully. I think old media will much rather see these guys lose and slip up, take their eye off the ball. So I think it's very key and critical for these guys to keep their eye on the ball, stay focused, stay the course. Y'all all them dudes, y'all all winning. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just keep proving them wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Inclusion, old media, stop being biased, and y'all running this. Y'all ruining the sport. Tank, Shakur, Devin, and Lomar, the kings at lightweight. Tony, just do the trilogy. Stop playing. Tyson, you ducking right now. EJ better talk to him. Max on boxing. Just kidding. Yeah, Max is a sucker too, man. You know, Man, salute to everybody in the building. Much love. Me too, sis. I'm ready. And I'm gonna bring it up every stream, Tony and TSZYU, every stream. But be it Dev, Shakur, Tank, y'all all kings, y'all all winning, keep your eye on the prize. Shakur, I will be in the building April 8th. Tank, handle business against Ryan. Dev, handle business against Loma, and y'all will cross paths when y'all get there. TSZYU, you dope for taking the fight. And then Subrel, Matias, and Regis Progress should fight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's all good, bro. Appreciate you, Fate, as always, and salute to my sis and my TWT fam, everybody in the building. Much love to y'all. It's been another dope conversation. You know we'll be right back at it tomorrow. So with that, we're going to get up out of here. Peace to the fam.